This video is brought to you by Cool Green Clothing. Cool Green Clothing is a Baltimore-based clothing line that started back in 2018 and has been growing strong ever since. Make sure you follow Cool Green Clothing on Facebook and IG at Cool Green Clothing, and check out their website, coolgreenclothing.com, where you can find the latest cool green fashions and hats, women's apparel, and the latest men's collection. Remember, if you ain't coolin' and getting the green, you're in the way.
Don't know now, you know, man. Come check them out, man. Flat out.
Oh, they
That's
know now. They waking up. They waking up. They waking
There's
up.
a whole lot of that shit going on right now. You dig?
Alrighty, bro.
You see the hat dripping, you see the shirt dripping.
Exactly, my nigga dripping all on the cement out this bitch, man.
You feel me? We dripping
my
all
man dripping all on the cement.
Yes, sir. You feel me?
Man.
Yeah. Shout out, man. Shout out to Cool Green, man. You feel me? Variety of stuff, man. You feel me? Good dude for real. You know what I mean? His design is impeccable, man. You know what I mean? It speaks for itself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It speaks for itself for real. For itself, man. But who could really rock it like I rock it?
What's going on, YouTube fan? It's your boy Tony 2 Times, and we back with another episode of the Baltimore Way, man. Before I start, be sure to like, comment, share. Definitely watch the video to the end. Let's get right into it. We are living in the times where things can go left real quick. A simple disagreement can lead to an argument with bodies dropping. Pride. We are taught as men that's all we got, and to stand on that. But pride can also be your downfall to an early grave or life in prison. It trips me out nowadays. We are so eager to hurt each other. Even older people are saying they have ops or are beefing. We went from calling each other brothers and sisters to now every situation is handled with a blicky. And on this episode of the Baltimore Way, we will be discussing an East Baltimore shooting spree that left at least 3 people gone. 38-year-old Carlos Ortega allegedly went to 3 different locations that would lead to words being exchanged and victims allegedly being hit. It all started on East Oliver Street when Carlos would get into an argument with another man before the situation escalated and shots were fired, leaving the other man hit and in a critical condition. And Carlos fleeing the scene. Eventually, sources allege he then drove to Eastern Avenue to a barber shop. When the barber was standing outside, somehow Carlos and the barber got into an argument, and shots also was being fired, hitting the 44-year-old, leaving him gone. Witnesses in the area alleged they knew the barber and he was a cool dude, just working to make money to support his family. But it wouldn't stop there. Allegedly, not long after Carlos would drive to O'Donnell Street, where a 33-year-old husband and father from the Dominican Republic owned a barbershop. At the second shop, sources allege Carlos walked in and opened fire, hitting and killing the young owner. But as this all was happening, an off-duty Baltimore police officer was sitting in the chair getting a haircut when he returned fire on Carlos, hitting and killing the man, leaving the shooting spree coming to an end. The community is upset and confused, and more questions than answers. Baltimore police are investigating the police shooting, even though Carlos allegedly opened fire first. And they are also linking the man to the 2 previous shootings that happened on Oliver Street and Eastern Avenue. Witnesses say they heard multiple shots and also saw the argument that took place at the first barbershop. Carlos' family hasn't said much, and BPD or the community does not know where the rage came from and why it was at the victims. It could have been random acts of violence, or Carlos had pressure that just made him zap out. As the community alleges, neither barber was not beefing with anybody. Rest in peace to the victims. Unfortunately, we will never know what was going on in Carlos' mind. Some events and circumstances can lead to people encountering the wrong person at the wrong place at the wrong time. But hey, that's the Baltimore way. Man, this is a crazy situation, man. First and foremost, I send my prayers and condolences to the family. You know, I wasn't gonna touch on this. This is a requested video, but this is a new situation, you know what I mean? This happened over the weekend, and unfortunately 2 barbers lost their life. Like I said, one You know, he was standing outside the barbershop. Allegedly, Carlos pulled up and somehow they got into an argument, which led to shots being fired. Everybody in the area said they heard like 10 shots. They say the dude was cool, you know. He used to be just on Eastern Avenue, you know what I mean, eating his lunch, or, you know, just outside the barbershop, just doing what he do, trying to make some money. Now, the other situation where he went on O'Donnell Street, he walked into the barbershop. You know, I don't know what was going on as far as him and these barbers. I don't know if they exchanged words. I don't know if bro just had a lot on his mind and he felt like anybody who ever cracked slick, he was gonna do something to. But man, it all started on Oliver Street when he got into an argument allegedly with the first man that's in critical condition. Hopefully bro pulled through. But man, it's just crazy the times we live in where people just go off the deep end like that. And you know what I mean? That's why you gotta watch how you talk to people, watch how you handle people. I'm not even saying that's what happened. This could have been just a case of somebody just zapping out and doing something to innocent people or starting an altercation. And like I say, he lost his life as well by off-duty police, so we'll never know exactly what all happened, what all transpired. His family not saying much. The community not really saying much about Carlos. They just talking about the barbers and stuff like that. But man, at the end of the day, you know, like, I don't know, man, it's just a wild time we live in, and people out here taking out their rage and frustration on each other. You know, the suicide rate high, the murder rate high, you know, everything high right now. You know, people under pressure. You know, it's just a world where as though everybody led by something. Whether you led by the money, whether you led by the street life, whether you led by, if you a man, females, if you a female, you led by a man. You know, people just in their own little zone, and everybody got a reason for why they feel as though they gotta do things, you know. But with a situation like this, I really don't understand it, you know. And like I said, the only thing that really came out is, you know, one suspect gone, 3 people hit, you feel me? And don't nobody really know what was behind it. They say 2 arguments, but that just sound crazy. Like, they say he was arguing with the man outside the second barbershop, but it's like, okay, like, I don't know if bro just felt like it's whatever and he just gonna get rid of anybody that he crossed paths with. But man, rest in peace to the victims, man. You feel me? That's all I can say in this situation. The other young father from the Dominican Republic, you know, he had his own barbershop. He was doing his thing, came over here for a better life, man. But yeah, man, sad story. But y'all already know this is another episode of the Baltimore Way. Be sure to like, comment, share. Love y'all, fam. I'm out.